Hello viewers, we have been discussing various question papers related to UGC NET paper 1, which is common paper for all. In that endeavor, we have already discussed more than 10 years question paper, and in this video we will discuss 2018 UGC NET paper 1 July question paper, which is set A. In my video, I will try to give you correct answer from my own research, but sometimes you may feel that whatever I have said in the video, that is not true or that is not correct. Therefore, I request you to do your own research about the answers, correct answers, and do not treat my answer as an absolute answer. Besides, I would like to also say that my pronunciation may not be up to the standard according to people, so please try to ignore it. I have been trying my best to improve it. Now let's try to discuss it. Number one question that we have got, it says, which of the following set of statements best describes the nature and objectives of teaching? Teaching and learning are integrally related. There is no difference between teaching and training. Concern of all teaching is to ensure some kind of transformation in students. All good teaching is formal in nature. A teacher is a senior person. Teaching is a social act, whereas learning is a personal act. I have finished reading the question and the options. Now we have to choose the correct MCQs options. A, B, D, B, C, and E, A, C, F, D, E, F. What will be the correct option? Correct option will be number A is correct, number C is correct, and number F is correct. Let me read it for you. Number A was teaching and learning are integrally related. C, concern of all teaching is to ensure some kind of transformation in students. F, teaching is a social act, whereas learning is a personal act. Finished? Moving on to next question, it says, which of the following learner characteristics is highly related to effectiveness of teaching? Prior experience of the learner, educational status of the parents of the learner, peer group of the learner, family size from which the learner comes. So this is the question. Correct answer will be prior experience of the learner. This is the characteristics that is highly related to the effectiveness of teaching. Number 3, in the two sets given below, set 1 indicates methods of teaching, while set 2 provides the basic requirements for success/effectiveness. Now match the two sets and indicate your answer by choosing from the code. In set 1 we have method of teaching. In set 2 we have basic requirements for success/effectiveness. Set 1 says lecturing, discussion in groups, brainstorming, program, instructional procedure. Set 2 says small step presentation with feedback provided, production of large number of ideas, content delivery in a lucid language, use of teaching aids, theme-based interaction among participants. Now we have to match it correctly. These are the options. I will not read the options, but will provide you the correct option. Correct option will be 3. That means A, lecturing will be related to content delivery in a lucid language. Lucid means in a very simple and comprehensible language. Then B4 or not B5. B5, Discussion in groups, it will be theme-based interaction among participants. C2, brainstorming will be related to production of large number of ideas. Then D1, program instructional procedure, it will be related to small steps presentation with feedback provided. Got it? Now let's move on. Moving on, number 4 we have got. So nowadays questions are pretty long, so you have to have patience while reading, understanding and answering or choosing the correct option from the given option. Okay, so be patient, don't be in rush. Number 4 says, from the list of evaluation procedures given below, identify those which will be called formative evaluation. Indicate your answer by choosing from the code. So we have to go through the 1 2 3 4 5 6 options, then we have to choose the correct one. Number 1 A says, a teacher awards grades to students after having transacted the coursework. During interaction with students in the classroom, the teacher provides corrective feedback. The teacher gives marks to students on a unit test. The teacher clarifies the doubts of students in the class itself. The overall performance of students is reported to parents at every 3 months interval. The learner's motivation is raised by the teacher through a question answer session. Now these are the options. A, B, C, B, C, D, A, C, E and D, F. So it will be number 4. That means number B is correct, number B is correct, number D is correct and number F is correct. Let me read it. During interaction with students in the classroom, the teacher provides corrective feedback. Then D, the teacher clarifies the doubts of students in the class itself. F, the learner's motivation is raised by the teacher through a question answer session. This is done. Number 5, assertion A, reason R. So A is saying all teaching should aim at ensuring learning. Reason R is saying all learning results from teaching. Now we have to choose the correct answer from the following code. One is saying both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. So these are the options that we have got. Number 5, correct option will be assertion is true but reason is not true. That is false. Number 6 says, there are 2 sets given below. In set 1, it specifies the types of research, while in set 2, it indicates their characteristics. Now match the 2 and give your answer by selecting the appropriate code. Let me first read set 1, that is research types: fundamental research, applied research, action research, evaluative research. In set 2, we have got characteristics: finding out the extent of perceived impact of an intervention, developing an effective explanation through theory building, improving an existing situation through use of interventions, exploring the possibility of a theory for use in various situations, enriching technological resources. So what will be the correct option? Correct option will be number 1 in the code, that is A, fundamental research will be related to developing an effective explanation through theory building. B4, that is applied research, it is related to exploring the possibility of a theory for use in various situations. C3, action research will be related to improving an existing situation through use of interventions. D1, evaluative research will be related to finding out the extent of perceived impact of an intervention. Hope you have understood. Now next question, number 5. Number 5 says, which of the sets of activities best indicate the cyclic nature of action research strategy? Reflect, observe, plan, act. Observe, act, reflect, plan. act, plan, observe, reflect. Plan, act, observe, reflect. It will be plan, then act, then observe. First plan, then act, then observe, then reflect. So number 4 will be correct option. Number 8. Which of the following sequences of research steps is nearer to scientific method? Number 1, 2, 3, 4 are given. I will not read 1, 2, 3, 4 while reading, so please concentrate. Suggested solution of the problem, deducing the consequences of the solution, perceiving the problem situation, location of the difficulty and testing the solutions. Perceiving the problem situation, locating the actual problem and its definition, hypothesizing, deducing the consequences of the suggested solution and testing the hypothesis in action. Defining a problem, identifying the causes of the problem, defining a population, drawing a sample, collecting data and analyzing results. Identifying the causal factors, defining the problem, developing a hypothesis, selecting a sample, collecting data and arriving at generalization and conclusions. So it will be number 2, that is perceiving the problem situation, locating the actual problem and its definition, hypothesizing, deducing the consequences of the suggested solution and testing the hypothesis in action. Number 9 says the problem of research ethics is concerned with which aspect of research activities? Following the prescribed format of a thesis, data analysis through qualitative or quantitative techniques, defining the population of research, evidence-based research reporting. So number 9, evidence-based research reporting, it will be correct. So since we have I have uploaded more than 10 years question paper solution and discussion. I have seen that some questions are repeated, though not directly, but the subject or topic is same. Therefore, if you analyze the past year question paper, you will have enough idea what kind of questions are asking, repeating. Okay. Number 10 says, in which of the following activities potential for nurturing creative and critical thinking is relatively greater? Preparing research summary, presenting a seminar paper, participation in research conference, participation in a workshop. Number 10, it will be number 3, participation in research conference. So this is the activity which has the potential for nurturing creative and critical thinking. Now number from 11, wait, have we finished number 10? Yes, we have done. From number 11 to 15 we have to read this. This is a passage. After reading this passage we have to answer the following questions from 11 to 15. So while reading this paragraph, all these passages in the examination hall, since this exam will be held through CBT mode, computer based mode, therefore test you must be focused while reading it. Okay, and since it will be on the screen, you cannot underline it, so you have to be downrightly focus. Okay, and here I will read first and then try to give you the correct answer by reading it. If India has to develop her internal strengths, the nation has to focus on the technological imperatives, keeping in mind 3 dynamic dimensions: the people, the overall economy, and the strategic interest. These technological imperatives also take into account a 4th dimension, time, an offset of modern day dynamism and in business, trade and technology that leads to continually shifting targets. We believe that Technological strengths are especially crucial in dealing with this fourth dimension, underlying continuous change in the aspirations of the people, the economy in the global context, and the strategic interests. The progress of technology lies at the heart of human history. Technological strengths are the key to creating more productive employment in an increasingly competitive marketplace and to continually upgrade human skills. Without a pervasive use of technologies, we cannot achieve overall development of our people in the years to come. The direct linkages of technology to the nation's strategic strengths are becoming more and more clear, especially since 1990s. India's own strength in a number of core areas still puts it in a position of reasonable strength in a geopolitical context. Any nation aspiring to become a developed one needs to have strengths in various strategic technologies and also the ability to continually upgrade them through its own creative strength. For people oriented actions as well, whether for the creation of large scale productive employment or for ensuring nutritional and health security for people or for better living conditions, technology is the only vital input. The absence of greater technological impetus could lead to lower productivity and wastage of precious natural resources. Activities with low productivity or low value addition in the final analysis hurt the poorest most. The technological imperatives to lift our people to a new life and to a life they are entitled to is important. India, aspiring to become a major economic power in terms of trade and increase in GDP, cannot succeed on the strength of turnkey projects designed and built abroad or only through large-scale imports of plant machinery, equipment and know-how. Even while being alive to the short-term realities, medium and long-term strategies to develop core technological strengths within our industry are vital for envisioning a developed India. So I have finished reading it. If you have not understood completely, then you can go backward, then start the video and then come back here. Number 11 says, according to the above passage, which of the following are indicative of the fourth dimensions? Aspirations of people, modern day dynamism, economy in the global context, strategic interests. A, B, C, B, C, D, A, C, D, B, and A, B, D. So 11, it will be number 3. That means aspiration of people, economy in the global context, strategic interests. A, C, and D. That means code D will be correct. Number 12. More productive employment demands what? Pervasive use of technology, limiting competitive marketplace, geopolitical considerations, large industries. It will be pervasive use of technology. This is the more productive employment demands according to the given passage. Okay, number 13. Absence of technology would lead to what? Less pollution, wastage of precious natural resources, low value addition, hurting the poorest most. ABC, BCD, ABD, ACD. So it will be number 2. That means B, wastage of precious natural resources. Then wait, I might have chosen the wrong option. Okay, so first what have I said? Yes, 12 to BCD. B will come first, wastage of precious natural resources, then C, low value addition, and then D, hurting the poorest most. This is finished. Now 14. The advantage of technological inputs would result in what? Unbridled technological growth, importing plant machinery, sidelining environmental issues, lifting our people to a life of dignity. It will be number 4, that is lifting our people to a life of dignity. Number 15. Envisioning a developed India requires what? Aspiration to become a major economic player, dependence upon projects designed abroad, focus on short-term projects, Development of core technological strength. So the correct option will be number 4. That means envisioning a developed India requires development of core technological strength. That is true in pragmatic scenario also. Number 16 says differentiation between acceptance and non-acceptance of certain stimuli in classroom communication is the basis of what? So this is not related to the given passage. It is related to teaching aptitude. Selective expectation of performance, selective affiliation to peer groups, selective attention, selective morality. It will be number 3, selective attention. Number 17, assertion A, reason R. A is saying the initial messages to students in the classroom by a teacher need not be critical to establish interactions later. Reason R is saying more control over the communication process means more control over what the students are learning. Code R, both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. 17, it will be number 4. That means assertion is correct. No, not correct, false, but reason is correct. Number 4. Number 18, assertion, reason, similar question. Assertion is saying to communicate well in the classroom is a natural ability. Reason R is saying effective teaching in the classroom demands knowledge of the communication process. So quotes are what? Both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. Number 18. Number 4 will be correct. Assertion is false but reason is true. Number 18 finished. Now number 19. Number 19 says same kind of question. Assertion A, classroom communication is a transactional process. Reason R is saying a teacher does not operate under the assumption that students' responses are purposive. 19. Options are both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. Number 19, 3. 3. A is true but R is false. Okay. Number 20. Which of the following set of statements is correct for describing the human communication process? Non-verbal communication can stimulate ideas. Communication is a learned ability. Communication is not a universal panacea. Communication cannot break down. More communication means more effective learning by students. Value of what is learned through classroom communication is not an issue for students. Options are A, C, E, F, B, D, E, F, A, B, C, D, A, D, E, F. So it will be number 3. That means A is correct, B is correct, C is correct, D is correct, and then E, F is not correct. A is correct, B is correct, C is correct, D is correct, except the E, F. Okay. Number D. Number 21. It is a numerical ability question. The next term in the series will be what? -1, 5, 15, 29, then question mark. What will be in that question mark? 36, 47, 59, 63. 21. Correct option will be 47. 22 says the next term in the series will be what? ABD, DGK, HMS, MTB, SBL, what? Is what? JKU, ZCA, JKW, KZU. 22. Number 3 will be correct. JKW. Number 23. If Varanasi, VARNASI, is coded as WCUESGZQ, then the code of Kolkata, KOLKATA, will be what? LOQOZEH HLZEOOQ, ZELHOQO, LQOOFHH. 23. Number 4 will be correct. LQOOFZ. H. 24. Introducing Rakesh to her husband, a woman said, "His brother's father is the only son of my grandfather." The woman is related to Rakesh as what? Aunt, mother, sister, daughter. It will be number 3, sister, only sister. Then we have got 25. It says two numbers are in the ratio 2:5. If 16 is added to both the numbers, their ratio becomes 1:2. The numbers are what? 16, 40, 20, 50, 28, 70, 32, 80, 25. It will be 32, 80. 26. Superiority of intellect depends upon its power of concentration on one theme in the same way as a concave mirror collects all the rays that strike upon it into one point. What type of reasoning is entailed in the above statement? Mathematical, psychological, analogical, deductive. So it will be analogical. 27. Given below are two premises A and B. 4 conclusions are drawn from them. Select the code that states validly drawn conclusions, taking the premises individually or jointly. Premises are A. Most of the dancers are physically fit. B. Most of the singers are dancers. Conclusions are A. Most of the singers are physically fit. B. Most of the dancers are singers. C. Most of the physically fit persons are dancers. D. Most of the physically fit persons are singers. A, B, B, C, C, D, D, A. So it will be number 2. That means B and C are correct. B was most of the dancers are singers, and then C, most of the physically fit persons are dancers. A and D will not be our correct answer. 28. Which one among the following is a presupposition in inductive reasoning? Law of identity, unchangeability in nature, harmony in nature, uniformity of nature. 28. Correct answer will be uniformity of nature. 29. If the proposition domestic animals are hardly ferocious is taken to be false, which of the following proposition or propositions can be claimed to be certainly true? Select the correct code. Prepositions are all domestic animals are ferocious, most of the domestic animals are ferocious, no domestic animal is ferocious, some domestic animals are non-ferocious. A and B, A, C, D, B. 29. Correct answer will be A and B. All domestic animals are ferocious. Most of the domestic animals are ferocious. Then number 30. Which of the following statements is not correct in the context of Venn diagram method? It is a method of testing the validity of arguments. It represents both the premises of a syllogism in one diagram. It requires two overlapping circles for the two premises of a standard form categorical syllogism. It can be used to represent classes as well as propositions. 30. Number 3 will be correct. It requires two overlapping circles for the two premises of a standard form categorical syllogism. Now, the table below embodies data on the production, exports and per capita consumption of rice in country P for the 5 years from 2012 to 2016. Now answer questions 31 to 35 based on data contained in the table. So this is a question of data interpretation. So this is the box, this is the chart. Please look at it carefully. Year-wise production, exports and per capita consumption of rice. Years are like this: 2012, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. Production in million kg 186.5, 202, 238, 221, 215. Export in million kg 114, 114, 130, 116, 88. Per capita consumption in kg 36.25, 35.2, 38.7, 40.5, 42. Where per capita consumption in million kg divided by population in million and consumption in million kg equal production minus exports. Now we have to solve the question. The percentage increase in the consumption of rice over the previous year was the highest in which year? 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. 31. Correct option will be 2014. 32. What is the population of the country in the year 2014 in million? 2.64, 2.72, 2.79, 2.85. So it will be 2.79. 33. The ratio of exports to consumption in the given period was the highest in the year 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015. It will be number 1, 2012. 34. In which year the population of country was the highest? 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. It will be number 4, that is 2016. 35. What is the average consumption of rice in million kg over the years 2012 to 2016? 104, 102.1, 108, 100.1. 35, 100.1 will be our correct answer. For data interpretation, you should do enough practices. You must solve enough questions. Then only you will get that skill to solve any data interpretation question easily and in a very short time. Then 36. Which of the following statements regarding the ICT, information and communication technology, is/are true? ICT is an acronym that stands for Indian Classical Technology. This is wrong because I have already told you the correct acronym, correct full form. Q. Converging technologies that exemplify ICT include the merging of audiovisual, telephone and computer networks through a common cabling system. P only, Q only, P and Q, neither P nor Q. 36. Correct answer will be number 2. That means only Q is our correct answer. 37. A new laptop has been produced that weighs less, is smaller and uses less power than previous laptop models. Which of the following technologies has been used to accomplish this? Universal serial bus mouse, faster random access memory, Blu-ray drive, solid state hard drive. So it will be number 4, solid state hard drive, SSHD. 38. Given the following email fields, which of the following addresses will Swami be able to see when he receives the message? ram@test.com, cc.ras@test.com, semicolon ravi@test.com, bcc swami@test.com, semicolon rama@test.com. So what will be the correct answer? Number 1 says ram@test.com, number 2 ram@test.com, colon raz@test.com, colon ravi@test.com. 3 ram@test.com, colon rama@test.com. 4 ram@test.com, colon rama@test.com, colon raz@test.com, colon semicolon means ravi@test.com. So choose one. It will be number 2. 39. Put the following units of storage into the correct order, starting with the smallest unit first and going down to the largest unit. Kilobyte, byte, megabyte, terabyte, gigabyte, bit. So you all know, you must have, you are familiar with it. Kilobyte, KB, byte means byte, megabyte, MB, terabyte, TB, gigabyte, GB, then bit. So these are the options. Let me not read it. Let me give you the correct option. It will be number 3. F will come first. Okay. Bit is very smallest unit of data calculation or storage calculation. Then B, byte. Then A, kilobyte. Then C, megabyte. Then E, terabyte. And D, gigabyte. So gigabyte is the gigabyte. After C, megabyte, gigabyte will come, and then D, terabyte. So terabyte is the biggest unit for data calculation. Number 40, with regard to computer memory, which of the following statements is are true? P, read only memory, ROM is volatile memory. Q, random access memory, RAM is volatile memory. R, secondary memory is volatile memory. P only, Q only, P and Q, P and R. 40, it will be number 2. Q only is correct. Random access memory is volatile memory. Then 41, fly ash produced in thermal power plants is an eco-friendly resource for use in what? Agriculture as micronutrient, wasteland development, dam and water holding structures, brick industry. Choose the correct answer from the code given below. ABD, BCD, ACD, ABCD. 41, it will be ABCD. Agriculture as micronutrient, wasteland development, dam and water holding structure, brick industry. 42, which of the following types of natural disasters has no definite beginning and end? Earthquake, landslides, hurricanes, droughts. 42, it will be droughts. 43, assertion A, reason R. A is saying indoor air pollution is a serious health hazard. Reason is saying the dispersal of air pollutants is rather limited in indoor environment. Choose the correct answer from the code given below. So these are the options. Please read it by yourself. I have read enough. 43, correct option will be both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. 44, in terms of their contribution to the total power generation in India, identify the correct sequence of energy sources: thermal power plants, TPP, large hydropower projects, LHP, nuclear energy, NE, and renewable energy, which includes solar energy, wind energy, biomass, and small hydropower projects. So this is the options. Let me not read it. Read it, then choose it. 44, number 2 will be correct. TPP, LHP, RE, then NE. 45, which of the following is considered as major source of pollution in rivers of India? Unregulated small-scale industry, untreated sewage, agricultural runoff, thermal power plants. 45, number 2, untreated sewage is the major source of pollution in rivers of India. Untreated sewage, that is true. All the garbage and all the wastage, all are dumped in the rivers, and rivers is the pivotal part of ecosystem. Without river, human being or even no animal, no soul can survive. 46, India has the largest higher education system in the world after which country? The United States of America, Australia, China, United Kingdom, UK. ABCD, ABC, ACD, AC. So it will be 4 after United States of America and China. Then 47, Prime Minister Research Fellowship is for students pursuing PhD program in what? State and central universities, IISC, IITs, NITs, IISERs, and IIITs. So number 3, IISC, IITs, NITs, IISERs, IIITs, state and central universities, IITs, and IISCs. So 47 correct option will be number 4, IITs and IISC. 48, leader of the opposition is a member of committees which select the Central Information Commissioner, the Central Vigilance Commissioner, the Chairperson of National Human Rights Commission, the Chairperson of National Commission for Women, ABCD, ABC, SCD, ABD. 48, it will be number 2, A, B, and C. The Central Information Commissioner, the Central Vigilance Commissioner, the Chairperson of National Human Rights Commission. 49. Which of the following statements are correct about gender budgeting? It is a separate budget addressing the specific needs of women. It assesses the impact of government budget on women. It is an accounting exercise. It is another budgeting innovation. B and D, A and D, SC, D, BC and D. 49, it will be number 1, B and D. Last question. Which of the following are the barriers to citizen-centric administration in India? Wooden and inflexible attitude of the civil servants, ineffective implementation of laws and rules, awareness of rights and duties of citizens, lack of job opportunities for the youth. ABCD, ABC, ABD, A and B. So number 4 will be correct. A and B. Wooden and inflexible attitude of the civil servants, that is true. It's a pragmatic thing. Then B, ineffective implementation of laws and rules. This is also correct. That's all. Thank you so much for watching it, and I would like to say one thing. Please stick to the syllabus and please try to analyze previous year question paper. Though I have already done various analysis and various discussion and various question paper solution, but you must go into it in detail. Then only it will be beneficial for you. Thank you so much.